Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 3 of season 17 of the NIC Racing League here live on YouTube. My name is Derek. I'll be your commentator and broadcaster for tonight. So again, a little bit of apologies. We got on the air a little bit late today, but I think we're ready to go. So welcome on in for a wet and wild one here at Watkins, Glen. The rookies just finished qualifying, and now the pros are out on the track. Pro-ams, I should say, on track here as they navigate a very slippery track here at Watkins Glen in the rain. Fun track. Should be very interesting to see. Hey, let's go. Welcome on in. Get settled in here as qualifying gets underway. They only have 7 minutes to get a lap in, so really you've only got a couple of laps to really put the marker down, and that's not to mention battling all the cars on traffic as well. We'll jump around here just a moment just to see who's doing what. Let's jump into autopilot. We're going to jump to autopilot here in just a moment. And you see we've got a bit of a pileup here. This is pretty normal. These guys are trying to get the quali run, but man, there's not going to be a lot of time to get a lap in here. So they're going to have to get careful. And guys are going to have to get a little bit up to speed here. They're not going to get too much space here. As we see some cars out on track. Let's Tyler Carr out on track. I believe he was your winner last week, which was, I believe, at Imola. So we'll let AutoCam do his thing for the first 4 minutes while we get situated here. Again, welcome on in. My name is Derek. I'll be here for the entirety of the race today. So sit back and enjoy while we enjoy some qualifying here. Right now, top driver on point is Miles Envy in the rookies, 153 flat. Pretty convincing. I'm pretty sure he's going to carry a time penalty. I think he finished on the podium last week for rookies. As he got the eyes on Drew Jensen now. Just kind of keeping an eye on it, see who's going to be more or less in this fight tonight. As guys are going to start ticking away laps here. And there's Mendez with the 151.7 right off the bat, and immediately the Aston behind him with Schneider takes point. So the Aston's going well here. Luke Lizama in the Ferrari gets up to P2 now. So now we're seeing a bit shuffling out of order now. There's currently a provisional pole right now. Belongs to this man, Zach Schneider. He has got the edge slightly, but it looks like oh no, it's pole's been taken away by the Honda of Andrew Rados. He's currently on point with a 151.305, almost a tenth faster than Schneider. Everybody's setting green ties, but right now Rados is in the purple. Snyder's looking to go purple here. Luke's now getting at purple's first sector. I think Snyder's going to finish his lap first. We'll keep the eyes on him for your front row here with the pros. He's finishing the lap here. He might have time to do one. Yeah, he's going to have time to do one more. Hopefully he's got enough fuel. He does have that other Aston in front of him, giving him a little bit of tow maybe, but I don't know how good that's going to be in these conditions. It's more importantly just, oh, and he clips the wall on exit. That is going to hurt his time. Yep, that he was close to being purple. He's not going to improve. We'll put the glasses on Luke Lizama, and I think he just went wide. We'll see if this lap counted. I don't know if he kept it on track or not. He's looking good for purple. Let's see. Yes, he does. He goes to point 151.007, but man, was that close. He barely kept it on the track there in that second to last corner. Great stuff from Luke, but that could be your pole winning lap here. The conditions are tricky. He does have another lap as long as he doesn't get any more traffic. No one else is improving on purples at the moment. You got less than 30 seconds left to go here in qualifying. I don't see any more drivers going purple. And just Luke got pole there. He's on provisional pole by 1/100th of a second, folks. He had a 151.007, and he's looking to go purple again here. In the Honda Rados did a 151.017, so pretty tight up the top of the order, which you would expect here in this type of racing. Keeping an eyes on Rados. He's starting to go purple now in this lap. This is his last final lap. Could he challenge Luke for pole position here? He's 2/10 up on his time right now, so if he can hold it, this could be looking good for him. A little squirrely through there. He lost some time. He lost he lost his 2/10 there in the toe there as he hits down to the heel. Still, and he gains a little bit back there. Can the Honda pull through and knock Luke Lizama off the pole? As he's coming across here to the last sector, it's going to be close, folks. He's got to gain some time somewhere. He only needs 100th to... Now, 200ths would be ideal. He goes right on the edge of the limits, keeps it within the lines. Let's see if he goes across the line. It's fairly clean. I think he's going to get it. Let's see. And he does a 50.975. What a result. What a lap there from Rados. Great qualifying from him. Ekes it out at the very end. That's going to do it for qualifying, folks. We will be back momentarily for the start of the race, so sit tight. Okay, we are back. Thank you for the wait as we get ready to do the grid walk here. We'll start off with the pole man for today's race. That's Andrew Rados in the number 82 Honda. So you see some time penalties being applied. Luke Lozama is going to be on the outside in the number 11 Odyssey Racing League Ferrari. Zach Schneider in the number 15 Aston Martin will start third. Alongside him will be Nicholas Mendez in the number 75-6 Aston Martin. Tyler Carr, last week's winner in the number 1 Ford. We got Eiston there in the 121 Ferrari, followed by Michael Moldello in the number 72 McLaren in the silver class. Alongside him is going to be Adam Churja in the 271 Aston Martin. Phil Cryatheos starting 9th in the number 81 Porsche, and he's flanked by Nick Canna in the Aston 506. We got 727 Honda there starting 11th, and Andre Streman in the Lamborghini number 71. Rob Orbachora, Pro BMW 331 starts 13th, and alongside him is going to be Ton Grantham in the number 91 McLaren. Levi Jennings in the number 54 Nissan will start 15th. Alongside him will be Drew Jensen, number 19 Ford in the AM class. Another AM class driver, Carl Banning in the BMW 987 starts 17th, and alongside him will be Miles Envy in the number 9 Ferrari. Dean Solomon starts way back in 19th on the number 59 Porsche. He'll be flanked by Devin Anthony in the number 664 Honda. Robert Logan will start 21st in the 83 Porsche, followed by Richard Hartnett in the Odyssey Racing League number 66 Porsche. Chad McLean in the BMW number 45, the Odyssey Racing League colors, along with Miguel Cicerone, number 99 Aston Martin. Joe Ligizano, McLaren starts 25th. Alongside him will be Tim Gargles-Water, McLaren number 660. Alan Romero's Ferrari starts 27th. And alongside him will be David Alessia in the number 88 Aston. Shane Sullivan is starting in 29th position, 617, and John Mellott in the Nissan number 85. Pat Helgart will start 31st, and one of the AMs in the back on number 141, and 32nd, Ryan Bishop, number 78, McLaren. Patrick Nadeau in the Ferrari will start 33rd. Alongside him will be Spencer Bennett. 35th, Nicholas Woods in the Nissan number 7. Alex Cruz in the Honda number 12 starts 36th. We got John Francois Dapernou in the 105 Porsche. Alongside him will be Adam Durlaham in the number 574 Ford. And in the back row, we've got Clayton Dilsinger in the back, alongside with Sebastian Kezian. So I will say at the bat, some apologies on my end. I did not get all the liveries downloaded, so if you're wondering why the liveries are missing, that's on me. Just ran out of time to get this thing underway. But, well, we'll still have a good race here. Conditions have been pretty steadily rain throughout this every session, so it's going to be interesting to see how things are going to shake out here when the green flag drops, because I feel we're going to see probably some carnage going into lap 1. I don't suspect turn 1 is going to be the problem, but if I'm hazarding to guess, and I know this track and I know drivers, it's going to be going up the hill, probably turn 3 and 4. We're probably going to see some carnage. I hope not. I hope I'm not jinxing anything, but I have seen that happen before. As they're going through their formation lap there, we've had a huge field tonight. I think we counted off almost 40 cars. The biggest grids we've had in a while. So nice to see this season. We're seeing a huge uptick in turnout. Love to see it. I know if you're a supporter of the league, we thank you for tuning in each and every week. Again, I think we had some difficulties last week with streaming, but we're back on tonight, so sit tight and enjoy. get the livery sorted out next week. Again, that's on me. Apologies. Who do we think is going to take it? This is going to be the early predictions here. I think the front runner is going to be very tough around here. You know, obviously the success penalties are going to play a factor into this race. Luke's probably in the catbird speed right now. He's got 5 seconds, you know, on Rados right now because of finishing third last week. But it's going to be interesting. We've got several fast guys in the back. We've got pretty spread out field as they are coming into the complex now. Just waiting for them to get up to speed here. Leaders come around turn 11. They're going to start to get underway here. And we're going to go green. Here we go. Luke Lozamo is going to duck inside. He's going to go back to the outside. Looks like we avoid any carnage going into turn 1. Let's go a little further back to Banning. Don't see anything there. Looks pretty good. Everybody seemed to get through. Got a few cars. Oh, we've got a mess. And there's the pileup. Everybody. Oh, no. That's going to be a red flag, I feel. I think that's going to have to be a red flag. That's a huge chunk of cars. And we saw some drive-thrus happen too, so, oh boy. Huge carnage, and we didn't even make it to turn 2. Ah, that's disappointing. We'll see if the leader has caused a red flag or not. This is going to be pretty hectic for the stewards to sort that one out. Looks like we had a rookie out of position too. We got a drive-through. A lot of damage throughout the field. Cars flying everywhere. I don't think we're racing now. Let me see. I can't tell if we're red flagged or not, folks. We're just gonna sit tight and see. Looks like I can't have good glasses on because I don't think they're up to speed. They sound like they're off throttle, but we'll see if they go into the pits. Yeah, Red House is keeping going. All right, Luke is going into the pits, so the red flag has been called. Drivers are reporting back to the pits while the stewards figure out what happened there in turn 2. Not particularly a corner you would see. But we're going to reset here in just a moment. We'll be going a quick intermission, and we'll be back with you for the next formation lap here after the red flag. So sit tight.
We are dreaming in the dark. We are nothing more than dust. Search but you stay lost. We are reaching for the stars, but we're making this too hard. And I wonder where you are. Mysterious.
So we are under red flag conditions after that start. We had a bit of a backlog, which you saw live in turn 2. Yeah, it looks like the leading AM car was deemed at fault for that, and he's going to get a drive-through right off the bat. So yeah, you got to be careful with those incidents. So must have turned it on somebody. I didn't get able to capture the replay for you what happened. That was just a gaggle of cars. Usually you see it a little bit, usually around 3 or 4 is where you see in that short shoot where you see where you see a lot of the damage. But turn 2 is usually pretty wide, but it does start to narrow up. So, you know, that's a lesson learned for the rookie driver there. All right, we will be getting back underway, and I think we fixed some of the namings overhead now, so it won't populate. Drivers will jump into the cars here with about 30 seconds on the clock to start, and then we will get back underway here for the formation lap again. And no more red flags after this. If we have another pile up, then that's just going to have to be how it's going to end tonight. So most of those guys on the back are probably breathing a sigh of relief, but hopefully we don't. They managed to do it a little cleaner going into get out of the first sector at least. As you can see, there are some time penalties being assessed. Those are success penalties for results last week in round 1 that have not been served yet. So those drivers who finish in the podium on their class will get a corresponding time penalty, and that way they can to mimic more real-life SRO events that do success penalties. But it's going to be interesting to see deal between Rados here. Can Rados pull a gap here to Luke? That was some Macau type stuff. Yeah, and I believe the stewards probably had their hands full with that one. That was not where I would have banked it to happen. Usually I would have just thought maybe turn 3 or 4 is where we would have our Macau problem, but not turn 2. Turn 2 is usually pretty wide enough where guys can start filtering in, but somebody decided against it. So I don't think anybody else got penalized for that. One other car did maybe, but got one car stuck at the pits, but that's okay. We will rack them again here as we get started for round 3 here at Glen. This will be 45 minutes with a pit window. I'm pretty sure somebody's gonna get. Well, the question is I don't think it's gonna be dry enough for anybody to risk going on the dries. It looks like it's gonna be rain throughout. Could it be possible? Probably. Somebody's probably gonna forget to put, you know, slap the. They'll slap the dries on the pit stop and not realize they're not wets. But we'll see if anybody makes that mistake tonight. I'm sure in a field of 40 cars, somebody's bound to have. It's bound to happen. But, yeah, it is a fun race to run the Glen. I do like this track in the game. It's a pretty fun track, very challenging track. And I can imagine these wet conditions, guys are going to be a lot of slipping and sliding, which is not going to help lap 1. We are getting ready to form up here as they approach the heel section of the boot. Let's see how things are looking here. Rados He's going to have to try to pull a gap on Luke here to start. Let's take a look at your current provisional pole sitter on AM, Lato, but he does have 10 seconds for finishing second last week. So he's going to have to pick up the pace. Envy's got a drive-through penalty. He has to serve. And he's got to be careful not to cause another incident, or that might be his chances done for a win tonight. I think we're going to expect the unexpected here as the grid forms up into coming into turn 10, 11. So Rado's got a good jump at the start. I think that Honda's taking the Honda to Ferrari. I'd say the Honda's going to have the edge off the line. It just depends on the wheel spin. He is on the probably wetter racing line. So wait for the flag stand to come out, and the green flag is out, and we are underway here for round 3. Rados cuts across Luke going into turn 1. It is clean so far. Rados up in front again. And a little bit further back. Stredman running right. Everybody's fine. Looks like we have a car that's taking some contact here. Uh-oh, we got a Lamborghini off track. Be careful on that rejoin. It's going to get tight. And they managed to do so. We come much cleaner. Oh, we got a little bit of contacts. Little door bangs left and right. Glasses on Luke. See how everybody's making it through. Much nicer. Good racing so far. As the field sorts itself out. Keep a little eyes further back. Looks like we've got some interesting passes here. Levi's looking to make a move, but he's going to have to hold up. Guys got to be patient. I know you guys want to take advantage lap 1, but you remember you're on cold tires. Not up to pressure yet, so you're going to have to bide your time. You don't want to be causing an incident, and we do have a car off track here. And yeah, we got some contact there between the 35 Porsche. And got a lot of slipping and sliding going around further in the back. Stewards are probably going to have their hands full tonight. I see car 12 is off again. And you can't mount that curb. As you see, car 9 is going to serve his drive-through penalty. Now Tom Grantham on the inside of the BMW going into turn 1. It's clean. He kind of shoves the Beamer wide, but he gets the pass done on Rob. As Rob loses another spot to Levi, Levi there. So not ideal for the former M-Class champion from last season. So he's now under pressure from the AM BMW behind him. And he's got Dean Solomon lurking as well. Looks like Phil lost his spots to, looks like one of the AM drivers. Keep the glasses on this battle. It's really tight at the moment. Yeah, Rob just had to run a little bit wider than he probably wanted into turn 1. All right, Cryotheos now. Stuck behind the McLaren. He's going to look to make a move. The McLaren kind of throws a little bit of a block, but not needing to race. And oh, there's contacts. Not necessary there. And the Porsche is clearly there. Makes the move. And now he's going to hold up, looks like Ice 10 behind him. So a little bit of an unfortunate door bang there, but those things happen from time to time, as this is kind of this pack's kind of losing ground to the leaders. The crowd needed to get by him if he wants to stay in the hunt here. Porsche could be a factor today for a good result if he could just manage to hang on to it. He's only got the keep up with the pros, and hopefully they can gain some time. We'll see some guys making some moves here. We saw Nick Canna there come up a bit slow. It looks like Rob, ooh, and a big move there. It's Carl Banning, I think, went for a move and didn't work out for him into turn one as Dean gets by him. Now he's under pressure from Drew Jensen. As the leaders are starting to pace themselves out. 5 minutes to go. We'll see if Drew can make something of it here. He starts to lay off. And so right now the man setting the pace in the pros is Rados, Andrew Rados in the Honda. He's got a 1 second gap to Luke Lizama in second, keeping him in tow. Their times are pretty identical. There's not much separating the two, so which is better for Luke if he can just keep this pace. He doesn't want to lose. He's got a 5 second cushion he can work with. He just needs to run the pace. Also looking to take advantage of Schneider here in the Aston Martin. He's sitting third in class at the moment. Let's go a little further back to the AM class. Here's your current AM class leader in 7th overall is Michael Modelo. Or Milado, sorry. Milado in the McLaren. He's got a 10-second penalty, so he needs to build that gap as best as he can to the man he's racing in class. Turin there in 9th. That pro in front of him as well. And then it looks like back at 16 is your third place AM driver. That's Banning, and he's getting chased down by he's chasing Dean Solomon, but he's also got Drew Jensen right behind him. And then we'll take a quick look at the rookies. Your current rookie leader right now is Cicerone here in the Aston Martin back at 21st. And Nicholas Woods currently sitting P2 in the rookies right now. Not bad from him. He must have avoided some craziness at the start. And then we've got Ryan Bishop chasing him in P3. So those are your top 3 at this stage of the race. And I see Chad McLean had some contact, but nothing of it. Turin's, I think, had an off track here. He's under attack from Cannon. Now, Cannon is a Kania is a pro driver. They can race, but they're not racing technically each other for result, just for position on the track, just for bragging rights on the track, more or less. But that's your closest battle at the moment. Levi's been keeping his nose in the fights tonight. The pro driver, sitting 13th overall, and I think he's about 11th in class. Gonna keep tabs on it. Keep an eye on Kania here as he stalks another Aston here. Mistake here is going to be really costly, as the field is not really. We've got a couple of groups forming, but nothing much. And oh, that Aston runs really deep into turn 1. He runs super wide. I think that's going to be an easy pass on Turin for P10. A little bit of a foolish. A little bit of a foolish attempt there, as Turan is going to try to go back at him here. Is he going to dive into the bus stop? Probably needs to settle down here. Oh, Kania had a not a great exit through the bus stop. Bit tricky. Hit the bus stop in the way conditions. Got to hit the curbs hard enough, but not too hard, because they are slippery. So the track's not as ideal, because you do have to kind of use the curbs here, but you got to be careful how you use them. All right, we got Dean. Got a little battle here for 15, 16, 17. Looks like Dean has dropped off a little bit. He must have had a spin or something. So he is now battling That's not Robert Troy. Banning, who's got ahead of him. So yeah, he's in the middle of this third place AM fight right now. Bit off the pace tonight. And looking down the order, I think this driver, Kimmel here, is lurking. He's catching up to the two Astons that were squabbling here. Duran must be having very difficult. Oh, the Honda runs super deep. That is not where you want to go in turn 10. He's going to lose a position there for sure. I think Grantham is going to take that gift. You're going to see quite a bit of those tonight. That Aston is looking very squirrely up front here. He's got to be careful. And he runs wide, and Grantham, in a matter of 3 or 4 corners, he's picked off 2 positions. So Grantham, the Aussie, is making some headway here. As the pit window opens, Duran's going to try to take him down the inside. He gets alongside him into the bus stop. Ooh, this is going to be tricky. They both make it through. Wow, I mean, good on Adam there to get that position back. He's not racing these 3 guys behind him. They're in a different class than he is, but making things interesting nonetheless here, as this is really your closest battle between 10th and 13th. Again, apologize if you hear some sniffling. I will do my best not to have any coughs. As we got a drive-through penalty for number 71. Not sure if that's a track limits or an actual penalty. I can probably tell. Oh yeah, that's a drive-through for causing a collision. So, not a great day for the pro. Strenham and Lamborghini, who went off in turn 2 there. At the start of the race, we saw. Hopefully didn't wreck anyone. Let's take an eye on one of the guys that started in the back here. Has been one of the fastest in practice, Clayton Filsinger. He's up to 20th right now. And speaking, going to catch the Lamborghini, who has to pit serve his penalty. And we got Richard Harknett right on the back of Chad McLean here. We got a nice row of Odyssey Racing League cars in tow here, making their way. As looks like Robert Logan is into the pits. He's gonna hit early. And you see Richard Harknett dives along the inside of Chad, and Chad gives him the belly. Oh, but he gets squirrely on exit. That's gonna give Chad an opportunity, but he is gonna tuck in behind. And that BMW, oh, he runs really deep into turn 2. Oh man, Chad looks like he's got his hands full. But good job by Richard hanging on to it there. He definitely got squirrely on the exit, but a great pass we saw there. Clayton now gets by the Lamborghini. You gotta be careful. You missed that on pass on Andre Strimman there. Go back to this battle, as now they're starting to queue up once again in that kind of 10th through 14th spot. Actually, never mind. We're going to move up to the field. 3rd place, Luke Lazama has lost a little bit of time to Rados, and now he is under threat from Zach Schneider. This is for 2nd place overall. 4/10 there. He's kind of maintaining the gap. Who's going to blink first when it comes to the pits? Both guys stay out. Now, I think leaders are going to have to start thinking about traffic. Ooh, saw a Honda in the background get very squirrely. See Ton Grantham. He's had a really good start. He's making his way up the field. Get where he started on this race. But he's trying to make a move on Turan again. And Turan runs deep again. He is having trouble in turn 1. He's just not getting that Aston stop, but he's getting a good run up the hill. Tom makes another pass. He's made quite a few passes today. Keep an eye on him, because that Aston is just wicked fast down the straight. This time he's going to block that inside into the bus stop. Not going to get that Aston. Oh, no! That is not cool. Good job avoiding it there by Turan, but that was very ambitious to hang it there. He definitely got very unsettled off the curb. You cannot be riding the curbs. It's Rob Ochoa now trying to keep that Honda of Kemmel behind him. This has been really good racing, really clean. Some close calls nonetheless, but we're off. Nothing catastrophe. I mean, we've had some collisions in the back, some guys serving penalties, but it's got to be the question is who's going to pit when Andrew Rados still has the fastest lap of the race. He just set a personal best again last lap, 50.617. He's starting to gap now. He still doesn't have enough, but he's at least in the hunt. And Kemmel's right now your closest battle as this is for position in the pro class. Although now Turan is just, man, he makes a mistake, but he just goes flying back on that bumper in that Aston. He is working this, but the Honda's got to pit, and that's probably not a bad move. Pit now, try to undercut all these guys around him. Maybe he can make some distance. And Chad McLean, oh, I think he's hit the wall in turn number 9. Surely he's going to pit. No, he's not going to pit. He's going to stay out. That Beamer can't take a beating, but it's not looking pretty right now for old Chad. He's going to start slipping down the order pretty quickly here. Let's go a little further back into the game class here. We've got a little bit of a battle here. John Mellott with Spencer Bennett behind him. These guys are all battling for position in the rookie class. Sorry, I call it AM. It's rookies. Red number letters. He's going to see if he can get by the Ferrari here of Nadu. Nadu throws the block, but it doesn't matter. He still gets to the inside of him. Oh, they touch. You got to be careful, boys. A bit unnecessary. And now the Aston behind him is going to try to see if he can take advantage as they go side by side. And it looks like the Nissan gets the job done to Melanot. But, oh, boy, it's going to get dicey behind him. All these rookies are just nose to tail right now. But it looks like Melanot has pulled away. Looks like Spencer. Ooh, he is dangerous on the grass there. Oh, I think the Ferrari got spooked by that Aston a little bit. I don't think there was contact. I didn't see any. Didn't look like there was any. All right, here comes Clayton working his way up the field in the Lexus. He's now caught up to Cicerone. That is your rookie leader, who's got a pretty comfortable lead at the moment. Oh, careful, Clayton. Yeah, he's got it. He was getting to pit. Almost rear-ended him. You got to be careful. That slowed Clayton down quite a bit, but he's plugging away here. He's probably going to try to stay out as long as he can, to get as much clean track as he can, not get held up, so he can try to gain positions back. So yeah, we're gonna see some pit sequences going on here. Levi on the bumper of Tom here, going into the bus stop. Nicely worked by those two guys. And let's see, we'll go back to Schneider and Luke. They are nose to tail once again here. We're going to see if somebody's going to blink here as they go up into the boot here towards the heel. And I think Zach's just content of riding at the moment. They are losing time to Radios, which is helping him. It's going to be awfully close. I think if you're Luke, you got to pit now because you're losing too much time. And if you don't, Radios is going to, it's going to come out right even with Radios on the pit stop. Let's see. It looks like Schneider's going to pit. Good call by him. I think realizes he's got a chance for potentially fighting for the win here, so he's going to try the undercut. Although Radios is still pulling away nicely. He's running in the mid 150. He's running 150 mids right now. All right, keeping an eye on the action. Levi still hounding Grantham here. These are two pro drivers going at it. Looks like they're catching, I believe that's a back marker. But that Nissan's getting some nice tow off that McLaren. Is he going to try it in the bus stop, or is he going to play it safe? He's going to play it safe as the blue flags are out. Yeah, this is going to be the part of the race where it's going to be very tricky with the slower drivers. You're going to have to keep your wits about you because you already got your hands full with tires that are now worn out. You're ready to pit. You want fresh rubber to try to not lose any more time. And they both get around that back marker quite nicely. See Dean Solomon now. He's been kind of stuck in the middle of the pack tonight, and he's in fact stuck behind two silver drivers. This looks like actually he's kind of in the middle of it here. These two silvers are battling for second right now, third on the track. So Banning's looking good for a podium here, but I think there's some guys that have pitted, so we'll have to keep an eye on Drew Jensen now. He's lurking too. Yeah. Is it time for most of these guys to pit? I gotta think it's gotta be happening fairly soon. It's hard to tell when they're coming off that corner. Keep an eye on this one. I think this one's going to get juicy. Going into turn number 1. They all managed to come in clean. A little wide for Dean, but I don't know if that Porsche has enough oomph to catch Adam there. And Adam's running really wide. Oh, he hits the wall. Man, Adam is having his hands full tonight. That's not the first time he's run wide. Somehow that Aston is keeping on licking here, but he's going to keep Dean in a tough position. Oh, Dean! Oh, no, Dean got contacted, door bang, and I think that's going to have to be looked at by the stewards. That's kind of what happens on the bus stop at times when you're going side by side. All right, we'll take a look at Nick Kania there. He has caught Moleda there. Again, they're not racing for positioning class. Ooh, cuts it a bit deep there. Not a smart move to try to outbrake him, McLaren. I don't see any harm in that contact, but he didn't need to squeeze him that much because it just kind of screwed up both of them, and now Eiston's going to have an opportunity to catch up to him now. And Luke Lozama has pitted. I think this is in reaction to Schneider, who pitted the lap previously. Can Luke get a good pit stop here and challenge for the win? See, Tyler Carr's still got to serve his 15 seconds, so that's going to put him in the back. And yes, this has been a really exciting race, and man, my voice can feel it cracking here as we're nearing the halfway point. A lot of off tracks, a lot of craziness happening. And we got a car slowing down. That's just a pit stop. And it looks like Clayton has claimed another car. He's moved up into 11th. Obviously, guys still in the pit sequence here. Still got quite a few cars that have not pitted yet. And oh man, Luke has got a huge jump. Let's see here. Let's see if I can see Schneider's there. Luke's coming out of the pits. This is going to be close. Let's see. Did he beat him out? Yes, I think Luke beat him out. Luke had a better stop. Yeah, he gapped him there. So the overcut works for Luke. He got a bit of clean track. Well, wait a minute. Schneider, where are you at? No, he's right there. So the leaderboard hasn't caught up yet. Yep, there it is. I was going to say, I had the wrong Aston. Andreas Merlo fakes Glad you're enjoying the race. Trying to keep all the action in front of you as best I can. Again, Levi and Tom have been going kind of hammer and tong here the last 10 minutes. I think if you're Levi, you got to pit. You've got a little bit of pace on him. You're faster. He's slowing you down a little bit. Yes, he's going to pit now. I think that's a good call from Levi. He needs to pit now. Try to get an undercut, but the undercut can be... Overcut can work here, as we saw for the leaders. You see Schneider trying to catch up to Luke. So they're now going to see who can navigate the traffic the best here. As looks like some of the other leaders are pitting. Looks like Mendez is pitting. Well, your overall leader, Andrew Redos, is still chugging along in P1. And he's looking strong here. I think he's got a gap. He's going to come back in front of Luke, but just a matter of, he's got clear track now. He just passed a bunch of cars, so could he be thinking of pit now? We'll see. I think Andrew's probably in the catbird seat right now, as long as he doesn't get caught up in anything. So we're keeping an eye on the rest of the order, and we got some more cars pitting. Got a car off the track at turn number... Yeah, it's an Aston there. Stuck in turn 2. Andrew keeps on going as I've seen a bunch of cars pit now. Like I said, I don't know if the undercut's strong enough here. I mean, with the time penalties, you got to run a little bit longer, I think. You got to try to gap. And he's got the pace right now. Tyler Carr currently sitting in second. Phil Cryotheos just pitting. Along with your AM class leader, Molda. I'll get that name right. All right, Tom Graham has come in as well. So a lot of guys coming into pit now. So going to be interesting if Banning's pitting as well. And I don't know if Banning, he could have stayed out a little bit longer to maybe get in front of Molda there for lead in the AM class. It's going to hurt him a little bit, but we'll see how things are shaking out as we got a few more cars left to pit. Still 7 minutes to go in the window. 7 and change. So Zach's, I'd say, lost about 2 seconds there on that pit stop to Luke. So good job by Luke getting a better in-lap. Usually the undercut would favor, but could have been some traffic, held him up just enough. You never know. These guys are still battling for second, third right now. I don't know if they got enough to catch Rados. We'll see. All right, so going over to the AMs. Looks like Molda is racing Nick and then going up the hill side by side. Molda just came out of the pits. His tires are cold. He's racing, I believe that's, the Aston of Nick Panina. Coming into the bus stop. Oh, he cuts in front of him. Oh, hold on to it. Good save by Molda there. He was squirrely. He is on cold tires, you can tell, but he did manage to stay out in front. He's looking good for the class win if he can hold on to it here. He's got to get those tires back up to pressure. I don't suspect many guys chose pitted, and keep an eye on Clayton here as he's now looking to get around the silver driver of Adam Tura there, who's been a quite interesting guy to get around. He's been quick at parts of the track, but very sketchy in others. Clayton trying to get into the top half of the field tonight. Could he get the top 10? It's possible. Is he 1, 2, 3, 4, and Dean Solomon now pits. Looks like Rados is playing the I'm going to stay out until it's as late as possible strat, as he's coming up on Clayton Filsinger. For Clayton, that's got to be a little frustrating because you know he's just as quick, but had to start in the back for the car change tonight. Yeah, Radios is going to pit. It's time. He's built his gap. He's ready to go in. So good job by the slower cars, not getting too much in the way tonight so far, at least with the leaders. You see Clayton now having his hands full with Adam. Adam runs a bit wide again in turn 1. That has been really costing him. Let's see how they go up turn 2. And oh my God, he needs to... Adam, if you're watching this replay back, don't be on that side of the track. You were in the marbles, buddy. I mean, good save by him, but we got a car stuck in the bus stop. It looks like, I believe that's Kania. Yeah, he lost him at the bus stop. He's going to lose positions. That's going to benefit, I believe, Clayton now. It's going to help him gain a few spots. Rados is still in the pits. Tyler Carr is pitted as well, so that should be everybody in the pits. They could have maybe gone another lap, but I don't think there's much in it. So Luke is starting to pull away a little bit from Schneider as he's going to get back into P2. Rados is out of the pits. He is pulled away, back on track. He's in turn 2. Luke down in turn 1, and that's... that may be game over for P1 tonight. And cars coming out of the pits. We'll see where he ends up. Looks like Cryo has gotten by him for 5th. Let's see where these guys end up here. And I think he's going to come out just in front of Eiston. Yes, he is. So it looks like, I believe everybody has served their pits. And we'll do a quick rundown. Radios got a 10.5 second gap there, so even with the time penalty, it didn't hurt him. He built a nice gap there in that first stint. But he could have also not taken tires as well. That's a possibility. He could have decided to stay on the rubber he was on. Looks like Tom Granham lost a position to Levi. So Levi making the undercut work for him as he gains a position there. As he's working around lap traffic. So your top 3 is, everything's kind of settled at the minute, but there is a few packs forming. But we'll go back to the silver class real quick as Mulda. 10th overall, real good result for him. He's been kind of hanging around that part of the race, but now he's building a nice healthy gap. He's looking on point to win here in the silver class. Carl Banning chasing down a former silver champion right now in a couple of BMWs, but with Alexis and Clayton lurking in the background, should make quick work of these two. And Adam Tura, who's been Mr. Excitement around here tonight, sliding all of that Aston all over the place. He's been quick, but man, he's made a few mistakes. But he's hanging on for P3 at the moment. Drew Jensen just doesn't seem to have enough to catch up to him. But he's got to be careful. Track cuts could be coming a factor if he keeps running that car off the line. This looks like Carl is making a move around Rob. Nope, he doesn't. Clayton now. Oh, but Rob runs wide into turn 1. He loses the grip. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. They get through it okay. Rob's going to lose some positions, and now it's a Beamer sandwich with Clayton in the middle. And oh no, and just as I say, track cut warnings are going to be a factor. The leader in silver has a drive-through penalty. Oh my goodness. That is just unfortunate. It should be probably for, I imagine that's for track limits, but that is going to affect, that's going to take him out of running as, oh no, banning. Now runs Clayton a little wide. I don't think Clayton's going to appreciate that one too much. As you know, he's looking to just get these guys behind him and get back into the top 10. So good run for Clayton, starting in the back. We had a 40-car field. He was starting towards the back, and he's already up to P10 with 10 minutes to go. So I'm sure Mulda there had a track cut violation. I don't think he was in an incident, but that is going to cost him. He's going to try to stay out, but he's going to have to serve it. He's going to have to serve it at some point because he's... And it looks like Clayton has finally gotten around banning here. Let's see if banning just plays it safe. You know, banning doesn't need a race. Clayton just needs to let him go. Right now, he's effectively the leader in silvers at the moment. This puts Drew Jensen potentially on the podium here. That could be into play. He is a bit ways back, but I think these guys are not that far apart. Let's give the rookies some love while we're here. Cicerone's had it all his own way tonight after Envy had a drive-through penalty to start. So he's been kind of running near that bottom 20 pack, but he's been kind of holding form there. Speaking of the pole sitter for rookies, he's managed to crawl his way up into second. But he does have a 5-second penalty, so that is going to put him in danger here as Sebastian Quezada is currently in 28th, but he's trying to let leaders by here. I think that was Luke he was trying to let by. He's trying to stay with it, and Ryan Bishop's still in the running here. Oh, man. A little bit of a dodgy racing here with these back markers. Blue flags are out. You know, they're not getting out of the way quick. Yeah, going offline in turn 2 seems to be a problem for a lot of guys. All right, back to the battle here between Carl and Rob. BMWs just can't seem to get away from one another, but that's been your closest battle so far. I'll take that back. Ryan Bishop has caught Sebastian here. They are battling. Oh, and Sullivan's got a 10-second penalty, so the second place, 20 seconds for Envy. Oh, man, what is going on? This could end up, and we got to stop and go for one of the Ferrari rookies. Surely the stewards felt some naughtiness there. The rookies must be having a bunch of fun out there, beating and banging on one another. But second place, really up for grabs. It could be anybody with these time penalties. Anything could happen as they're racing side by side, trying to decide who's going to go. We'll see if Ryan can make the move. Oh, that Ferrari kind of chops him a little bit, but he's already there. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, that's not oh, that's contact. Oh, no, hold it. Oh, and that's going to be unfortunate. You hate to see it. They're racing hard, but that was, I think, the steward. Oh, boy. I think we're going to have some very mad drivers at the end of this race. So Cryo got a little bit of contact there, I think, from those 2 squabbling rookies that squabbled there in turn 9 going up the hill. Mileto has not served his penalty yet, so he's got to be careful. If he thinks he's got to go on lap 3, he's, and he's already served it 1 lap earlier, it could disqualify him. You don't want to risk that, He's still probably, now he's going to pit. I was going to say, he's got to pit. We'll see. We'll keep the glasses on Drew Jensen, see if he should get out by then. I think he's going to fall behind. Maybe even Richard, who's had a tough night as he's chasing down Dean. Dean, man, he's been having a rough night. That Porsche has seen better days. Let's see who's coming out of the pits. So that has changed up the Cizeron is off track. Oh no, he is off track. That is not a good place to be off track. That is coming out of turn 4. And that is your rookie leader, folks. Oh man, the rookies. Oh, don't. Oh no, get off the racing line. Get off. Come on, get in the gear. Get out of the way. Oh. Luckily, everybody managed, but now the rookies have really got this is anybody's race for the rookies right now. That is going to be significant damage. You can tell his suspension's bent. So, what's going to happen with the rookies? I don't know, because... Oh no, Luke Lozama's pitting. Luke Lozama has gotten a drive-through penalty for track limits, I believe. I don't think he had any other penalties. I don't see anything. So he must have had track limits. That is going to be devastating. That's going to move Schneider to second and Mendez up to third. And even Cryo Theos is going to move up a position here. And now Luke's in the clutches of Tyler Carr here. As they're got to re-navigate through rookies here. We got a car off track here. It's 83. That's Robert Logan. Don't know if he got tangled with the leader there. Oh, side by side, Luke and Tyler. These two were battling for the championship with 3 minutes to go. And boy, I think the gloves are going to start coming off here. Some guys trying to bring it home in one piece. Looks like Carl Banning is still battling Rob. He's got to be careful. He is leading class. He does not need to be banging doors with Rob. He could risk losing this race in class if he is not careful. I know he wants to get by, but they're pretty equal on pace at the moment, so it's not like he needs to push. He's got to be careful not to shove him anyway, but he is in danger of losing that position as Adam Turan is coming. He's got Kanina, another Ashton in between them, but this is going to get dicey just for the lower classes here. I do want to keep my eyes on a few guys. Looks like Melito, who was leading this race, is now chomping on Richard Hartnett's rear end of that Porsche. So action all over the track here. Keeping an eye on Carl because he is your silver leader. And, oh, Rob is squirrely on exit. Oh, careful, boys. You don't want to cause an incident. And worse yet, you don't want to cause a track cut. Don't send it! What a mistake. And that is going to be a gift. You can see the blood pressure rising a little bit. And, man, that is just... I think Carl needed to have a cooler head there. But that is going to give Tehran, who's had a wild race, back the lead in silvers. Keep an eye on Cizeron here. He is holding on. He's got a gap, but is that car managed? Can he hang on to it for the next few laps? Looks like it's okay. Maybe it's just body damage. I swear he thought he had suspension damage, but he looks like he's able to soldier on. Should be okay for the win there. So we're going to be coming to the white flag lap here as the leader, Andrew Rados, is leading. Should not be another lap after this. It should be the white flag. What a wild race this has been. Still, anything could happen with the rookies. It's been pretty smooth sailing for the Honda of Andrew Rados. Kind of pipped the pole from Luke, and he's just been kind of running away with it. Carl Banning with that spin has fallen back into second in class. Clayton, and looks like Drew Jensen now is up to third. Richard Hartnett still has an opportunity if the stewards may find a penalty there for Banning, and there it is. I knew it. I had a feeling that was coming their way. Banning going to get a penalty. Richard Hartnett now in the catbird seat for podium here. Who would have thought it, but he's got to hold off Mileto here to do it. We'll get to that action as soon as we can, because that is going to be a nice fight for the podium. But we're going to keep the glasses here for the final lap by Andrew Rados, who is really drove a class race tonight through all the chaos, managed the traffic beautifully. Hadn't put a foot wrong, and it's showing why he's a contender this season. Even with a time penalty, he managed to pull a healthy gap. I'm curious to see if he didn't take tires. I'm almost curious to see if, I don't know if he did or not, but he's pulled a 14-second gap here as the white flag is out. He is about ready to cross the line and into the winner column for the season, as Clayton Filsinger's had some contact further down the track. But here we go. Round 3 win goes to your man, Andrew Rados, in the Honda. Great result for him. Runs away with it. Also sets the fastest lap of the race at a 57.45. Zach Schneider managed to hang on. He's going to finish P2. Great result for him. And we got Nicholas Mendez here, going to finish P3. Those are your podiums, so good result for the Astons there. They kind of were quick and holding on to it. Cryo Theo's going to come home in 4th after not a great qualifying. Rings it home. Great stuff for him, and then Luke follows right behind. Followed by Tyler Carr. We got Easton coming across the line here. Levi coming in 8th. Almost catches up to him. Tom Grantham fell off there after the pit stop. Oh, and Clayton's got some damage. Yeah, I saw he had some damage, but managed from the back to P10 is a pretty impressive drive for him. Gotta say, Kanina's gonna finish in P11. And your silver winner, Adam Turan, who had a wild, crazy ride in that Aston, put on a show, and he's gonna finish on the top step of the AM class. Followed by Carl Banning with the time penalty. I suspect he's gonna fall off. I think Drew Jensen's gonna be second. And it looks like Richard Hartnett did hold off Mileto had a, looks like he had an incident there towards the end. He's got a time penalty as well, but I would safe to say that Richard Hartnett won. Where is Cizeron here? You get to get your rookie winner across the line. He's going to be the last car across the line here. Great job by him. Kind of had it his own. But he's going to be your last car across the line, and victory in the race here tonight. So we'll see the results pop up here momentarily. Whew, boys, I lost my breath after that one. Great job. We're going to see how the results shake out here momentarily as we all catch our breath. Let's see what's going down. Let me see if we can get that real quick for y'all. All right, so looks like, yeah, the results aren't official yet. So, but yeah, we've got a lot of time penalties there towards the end. What a crazy race. I think that's going to do it for me. Oh, there's the results right there. As you speak of the devil, and they shall appear. Let's see if I can get that for y'all. Well, nonetheless, it looks like Envy and Sullivan finish second and third in the AMs, and it looks like Turan, Jensen, and Richard Hartnett did finish on the podium for the silvers. So what a race. Crazy last few minutes of that one. Folks, we will be back next week. I believe it will be, I'm not sure, but it should be a good one. I want to say maybe Paul Ricard next week. So You'll have your normal commentators. It's been a pleasure. Thanks again for tuning into Odyssey Racing League. And if you want to join us, come find us on the Discord. With that being said, my name is Derek. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Take care. We'll see you guys next week.